Welcome to Classic Car Gate. So in these two videos, I'm going to redo the front subframe, the brand new one that I got, which is a heritage frame. Obviously there's quite a bit of preparation to do because the upper and lower arms, control arms, have to be cleaned up. They were quite rusty. I was thinking about sandblasting them, but in the end I cleaned them in my parts washer and then used the wire wheel on them, which is everything you probably got at home anyway. So I've got them painted up, and in the second part of the video what I'll do is I'll actually show it being put together. So the preparation does take time, and I could have done it before, I guess, but you know, it is all part of it. It is real. This is not made up or flash photography. This is the way it is. You know, you get a part that's maybe a bit damaged and you have to repair it or make it good, whatever. This is real life. This is not you know, wheeler dealer or I don't know, whatever, some of these programs where they show a car being completely restored in one episode, which is absolute bollocks. Of course it is, and if anybody's naive enough to think it happens, well, what can I say? Anyway, so hopefully I'll get it over 2 videos, but I will try and show everything and all the little techniques I use to get things apart or put them back together. So I hope you enjoy the video. So I've got both these tightened up, both these upper bump stops tightened up. And as I said, they're quite difficult to get into, so it's probably one of the first jobs. And I just noticed when I took it up, you can see how good it looks. Nice. Look at that. It's been smacked on the corner. I wondered why the box was damaged. See this? Unbelievable. That's the carriage for you. That's how it should look. And that's how it is. I'll have to pull it down. It's bullshit, isn't it? You pay all that money to these arsehole couriers, and this is the way they treat the stuff. Anyway, I'll fix it. So you can see how that one is, and this is the one that was bent. I just put a little bit of paint over it when I bent it back. So yeah, we're good again. I'll put the new subframe up, and you can see it's a heritage frame. I don't know sometimes whether you're paying for the name or not, but I mean, they make more than anybody else, so I suppose they are a bit more expensive. Anyway, a couple of tips on this. So there's the HiLo system there, and this is the aluminium or cast trumpets that normally come with the cars, and you can see straight away there, if you back this HiLo completely down, you've already got that extra amount of room to play with from there to there. And also, if I take this old number plate away, you can also see, look, there's the original cone, and there's a new one, and you can see how much the difference is there between that and that. I'll pop it against the side here, and you can see it's massive. Maybe I'll top it up the other way, but you can see just by the shape alone how down that is. It's probably not quite halfway, but look at the shape of the cone, the new one, the top one, and then look at the bottom one. You see how flat it is? Yeah, so, but I'll show you the way of getting them in without the rod. You can easily make a tool, to be honest. I'll dump that one there. So you can easily make a tool to go in there, as long as you've got a piece of thread bar and a plate, and use a locking nut. And as long as you don't turn the thread or the threaded rod, as long as you turn the nut and lift it up, it'll work. And it's just a matter of making something to clamp over there. So yeah, so that's the HiLo system. What you do get with it is you get 2 new plastic cups with it. These are the cups for the ball here, but I've got 4 new ones anyway. Because what tends to happen in the older ones anyway, these not so bad, but what happens is the cup gets worn through, and then because when these go into the bottom, they don't sit perfectly into the lower arms and top arms, and what happens is the ball goes through them, and it's actually metal to metal. I might want to take some out. I'll see how many are bad. So these top arms, sometimes they can be dead easy because you can see that one is pretty new. It's certainly not from original. The original plastics were very quite thin, and they used to wear through, so what would happen up is the ball would end up just flopping around in here. The newer ones are much stronger, and obviously once they're worn they plop out fairly easy, but when they're tight sometimes it's very difficult, because what's happening is the ball's going past the plastic and it's actually pushing it out, and the way to do that is to use heat on it and burn the nylon cup and pull it out that way, and I'll show you what I mean. It's only when they're tight you have to do this, because sometimes the ball just won't come out of the socket, it's jammed in there, and I'll show you what I mean. So I light this gas up. And basically just try and burn this off. What you try to do is just get rid of the cup. You see the plastic's falling down. This is the easy bit to get to. It's the bit behind the ball that's the problem. Sometimes you have to just pull it down a little bit. You just poke it out a little bit at a time. It's all going on the floor. Maybe heat the ball up, which will burn the base of it inside, underneath. And I'll try pulling on it. There we go. Alright. It'll come out. And it's just a matter of digging out the debris. And that can be done either with flame or just by pulling it out. You just need to get in the bottom and just crack it, and then the whole thing will come out. The kind of condition that they're in at the moment, they're pretty manky, especially those lower arms. So what I'm going to do is I'll sandblast them up, clean them all first in my diesel bath, a parts washer, and then I'll dry them off, and then I'll stick them in the sandblast and clean them up, and then I'll do them in black hammerite and show you how they look. Okay, so I've washed everything off with diesel, cleaned it all, got all the gunk and crap and oil out of them. I've used the wire wheel in the drill press, cleaned everything up, got all the crap out of them, and that's me just painting them now. So I'll let that side dry, turn them over, and I'll do the other side now. Unfortunately it means I'm going to have to do a second video when I put it back together, which is the bit that you really want to see. But this is all part of it, this is all part of the preparation, you know, refurbishing things, making it right. There's a couple of little marks on those lower arms that need to be cleaned off with a grinder where they've been hit before, so I'll nip them off so you don't catch your fingers on them, and I'll put it back together. Once it's all clean and it goes back together fairly quickly, and as I said, I'll show you that, but unfortunately there's not enough time in this video. So as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and please watch in for part 2 of the reassembly, and I'll show you where we are. Take care.